It's Batman time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Batman, the animated series 1/6 scale collectible figure by Mondo, mondotees.com. There is the logo and everything. And speaking of logo, actually let me get this again. I love this. I love this artwork of the old school Batman with the blimps and the city and the logo, the Batman logo that just kind of bleeds into it. So this is the Mondo Toys figure. Mondo Tees is what the actual name is, but yeah. It's a big Batman figure. Reports of a huge bat creature, the size of a man. Remind you of anybody? Batman! Okay, enough of that. Here's the figure. We have the box, got a nice window box, but we're not here for the box. We're here for the figure. So we are off to a great start. He fell over while I tried to pose him. He does stand, but not the best, obviously, because of small feet. But he fell over. I'm still a little bit sick, sorry. He fell over, scratched off some of his bat ears, and scratched off some of my wall. Now I have some black on the wall. Gotta take care of that later. I want to do a review right now, but just telling you in advance. Also, he comes with a base. Just want to get that out of the way. Obviously, we're not even at the accessories yet, but I want to let you know. He stands at about, well, that's 29 and a half centimeters to the top of his bat ears. A little shy of 30, so that means we're going up to 11.6 inches, almost 11, 7 inches. Overall, look and design, quality control, man. He's here. Let me move the camera up. Yeah, I mean, I've heard the thing about Mondo, quality control issues. I heard it a lot from the Turtles. People complain about that. I did not have a lot of problems with the Turtles. This one, however, yeah. First thing you will notice is that the white in his eyes is not clean at all. It goes over the line a little bit, and it doesn't cover up the black. The age-old problem of trying to draw white over black. They didn't do a, yeah, they didn't manage to do that. Also, I mean, you can see he has all the blue in there. That's pretty cool. But same problem. You have a lot of paint bleeding around the chin on this side. Looks a lot better on the other side. And yeah, from what I can tell, you know, Mondo is a smaller company. I think they still all hand paint their stuff. So obviously, this is an issue that not all of them will have. Some will look better, some will look worse. Always keep that in mind when we're looking at these paint issues. But the mold is good. I like the face sculpt. He has the chiseled jaw, which he should have. It looks very accurate to the cartoon, except for the kind of problem with the bat ears. And yes, the blue, I mean, it depends. In some places, I kind of hate it. Like, on the nose, it's good. On the head, on the side of the bat wings. But I feel, I say bat wings, I meant bat ears. I feel like they went a little bit too ham on the cape. Like, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it covering the cape. Yeah, as such, it's kind of meh. Now for the bat symbol, which would be important as well. Same problem, though the yellow isn't really clean and the bat symbol isn't completely lined up. It's just like a little bit over there, but still, Also, there's a little bit of black spots overall. It's just kind of rough, guys. That's just what I mean. The figure is a little bit rough around the edges. I have the gray line, and this one, which just kind of goes awry. Yeah, it should signal the apps. It just kind of goes too low or too wide. It's just weird. You got the gloves. We have them little spikes on there. The bat spikes. Is it just me, or also does the cape and the head kind of have a little bit of a different coloration than the gloves? And the pantsuit? No, we're not there yet. But looking at the back, actually, you can take the cape off from what I can tell. It doesn't seem to be connected anywhere. You can also wiggle it around a little bit. But if you want to, you can take the hat off and you can take the cape off. Because I don't see anything holding this back. You got the nice blue in the cape. And more blue on the gloves as well. Nice on the knuckles over here. And you see, that's the part I like. On the knuckles and the front side, that's cool. Visually, I think it's appealing. I think it does a little bit extra. Some people might not like that. But just, you know, it adds. It just adds a little bit to the figure. Then you got the belt. Just yellow. Simple stuff. They didn't do any shading on there. Just on the black, actually. Now that I think about it. Huh. Well, it's pantsuit time. He has the pantsuit over his real pants. That's how real superheroes run around. It is soft plastic, well, at the edges mostly, so it will not get into the way of the articulation. There's also some ratchet stuff, but we'll get to that, and I get down to the small feet, which I think they're not small enough, and that's neither here or there. It depends really how you look at it. It helps him stand better, but the design, let me give you a little bit of a look. The design of the Batman animated series was really small feet and exaggerated proportions, especially in the chest. And I think like his legs and feet might be a little bit too big, but a little bit. So take that as you will. For your articulation, the head has some good rotation, goes forward, goes to the back, does tilt side to side quite a bit, and goes all the way around. I think you have like just like a big ball in there that kind of rotates around. Looks good, leaves a little bit of a gap when you go back, but mostly clean. Then for the big hinge in the shoulder, goes up a little less than 45 degrees. Let me see if I can, I can push it up. Now we're almost at 45, or is it? Yeah, I think we're almost there. Got also rotation in it, but no back and forth. There's no big hinge in there or whatever. Then you got double jointed elbow, which you can also, let me first show you. You can rotate this entire piece around, and then you have one hinge over there, and one hinge over there, and it looks like crap. Had the same problem with the Turtles. It was a little bit less of an issue because you had the elbow pad covering it up, but this looks horrid. You don't have to do it. Let me see, if we pull this down, you know, this looks alright, I guess, if you line it up correctly. This looks good. But it's really just something you can play around with, but it's... the execution of it is average. Then you have the fist rotating around, goes forward, goes to the back on the ball hinge, which I do not think is lined up. There's the hinge. It is nice and ratcheted, which I appreciate. Torso articulation. What torso articulation? There is some, but bruh. It goes forward like that. This is it. Goes forward like that. And doesn't go to the back. Well, let me push it. Now we're back in neutral. Forward. Neutral. Forward. Neutral. That's it. Doesn't go side to side. Has some wiggle motion. And that's it. Crotch piece. You can see the issue with that. You can push it, get it a little bit to the side, but that's it. Doesn't go, has, I guess, some wiggle motion. I guess they should have made the belt either soft plastic or, I don't know, removable. Yeah, that would have been weird anyway, but yeah, the belt's in the way. I think there's something under there, but the belt's in the way. Then you have the legs. I said the pantsu is soft plastic, so you see how it bends. But it's still blocking it by a lot. So you can try to heat up the pantsu, and then you will get probably some more movement, but as it is, it's not great. Backwards. Backwards. Well, the cape's pushing it back, but it goes backwards and goes out to the side, is also nice and ratchet. Over there, let me give it a good chuck. There you go. About as much as it goes. This is a weird pose. Also rotates at the thigh. Double hinge knees. This one's stuck. Double hinge knees. Looks like crap. Again, doesn't really, should go up more, but maybe it's stuck. But I don't want to break it. Yeah, that's it. It's weird. Foot goes to the side by a lot. Huge ankle pivot. Forward, not really. Backward, okay. And it's fairly stable. You can see there's a bit of a ratchet in there. Snaps into place, so that helps with stability. But yeah, stability for not that great of an articulated figure. So for the accessories, gonna start it off with the faces. This one, you know what? This one is especially awful. This in the black line in the mouth should not have been there. It just looks ugly. And yeah, they were clearly not paying attention to the paint around these parts. I think the eyes look actually a little bit better than on the regular head. Weird enough. Yeah, it looks actually more white. Still not lined up properly. Then you got this one. He has a nice smirk, but it's also pretty unclean. Something here and there goes over the line over there. And yeah, basically none of the faces are completely clean. Then you got the grappling hook with I think there's some metal wire in there, so you can actually pose that. That's fine. Has some gray, muted gray. It looks cartoon accurate. You don't want to make it shiny. That would just ruin it. And then you have the red button in there. And that's about it. The mold is nice. Obviously just black shiny plastic. Then you got one that's folded in or whatever. You got the red button again, and even like the claws coming out. Got two batarangs. One that looks like the Batman symbol. Would be very ineffective, but it looks nice. And then you got one more standard batarang, which actually looks like a boomerang. And then you got a gas mask against them ski-through gas mask. Yeah, boy. But anyway, has nice this rubbery kind of cloth on there. You got what looks like a VHS tape. It's pretty small. Paint job on it is good for the most part. Has something sticking out. Maybe something to put in the console. You know, there are no instructions for this figure, by the way. And if you're like, oh, this is totally VHS tape which you used in episode 62 to track down fire. Shut up. It's been years since I watched the show, alright? Just chill. Then you got this thing. I feel like I remember something with this, but I don't right now. Again, it looks like a cup of coffee, or like, was it something with Joker, I guess? You can enlighten me in the comments once again. I can, for the love of God, not rewatch the entire season of Batman the Animated Series. I should, at some point, but, you know, work and stuff. Work, okay. We got this thing, which, again, I don't know what it is, and I don't have any instructions, so... This. Great. You've seen it. Then you got hands. These look weird, but those are mostly for, let's see, the grappling hook. Kind of slide it in there. Boom. You can do that. Have these two. Then you have these for the batarang. Let me try that out as well, since I'm here. Something like that. Does these fingers... No, they are closed. Can't really slide it in there, which is unproductive. You can tell. Or this hand, which is also for batarang. Or for the other batarang, but yeah, there's the hands. And here's the base, which I don't know how it works. That sounds weird, but I've seen these bases, but like, am I just supposed to rest his bat balls over here? Is that it? Why not a claw? Why not a claw? Or better yet, something I can pack into the bag for some dynamic action. Okay. And that's gonna do it. That's gonna bring me to the final thoughts of this figure. And yeah, this figure's... I'm sorry, but this figure's not good. I was on board with the TMNT figures. I thought those were great. A lot of people didn't like them, but I still believe those were pretty darn awesome with a cool design and whatnot. So this guy, however, I mean, the design is still cool. He does look like Batman animated, and the idea of having like an almost 30 centimeter Batman, giant Batman animated standing around is pretty good. And the mold is pretty good, and the accessories are pretty good, except for the fact that he only has hands dedicated to holding his weapons, his batarangs and whatnot. And also, what is this? Alright, there's some black. Hold on. Let me stop everything real quick. Look at this. Yay. There's some black spots over there. Didn't even see that. Okay, more quality control. Anyway, yeah, his hands are only dedicated to hold his batarangs and his grappling hook. There is even nothing to hold the cup of coffee or whatever. It doesn't have a chop hand, doesn't really have a posing hand where it just kind of goes like, ah, or something, you know, just... He doesn't have that. The quality control is pretty awful in some parts. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's there and it's making me sad. And the articulation is meh, below average really. Especially, well, okay, let me say it like this. It's actually, I guess it's average. Arms and everything articulate well, looks is not so great on that, but they completely switched that up. On the chest area, he doesn't leave any gaps. He doesn't have a problem with the looks on the chest, but the chest barely moves. The entire torso barely moves, and that, again, makes me sad. Yeah. Anything else? The base, it does its job of holding on to his crotch, and he doesn't fall over like that. And he can get a little bit over post, but I would prefer like a claw that goes around his waist, because this is pretty limiting. You can move the claws up and down, so you can adjust that to the pose. But you cannot really make it into flying pose or whatever. It's just. Sorry, I had to cough there. That's gonna do it, guys. So yeah, I sadly cannot really recommend this guy unless you're a huge Batman fan and you cannot get enough of your Batman animated and you want a big Batman animated figure. Yes, you can get him, but beware of the issues. And for everybody else, if you're interested, I will wait for a price drop. Sorry, Mondo, but I cannot really give this guy the thumbs up. And that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Batman wants. Like better quality control, please.